Scott, 5-1 victory, hat-trick for yourself. Pretty good going.
No, it was a good day. Obviously, whenever you score 5 and you win away from home like we did, days like that don't come around too often, but it's obviously, as an attacking unit, especially we've had chats and whatever else, we went 2 games without scoring, which is very, very unlike us. But I think you can see signs of it turning on Tuesday night at Sholing. All that was missing for me in that game was a goal. And it's easy to lose confidence, lose what good things we do about it. But we never put our heads down. We know what players we've got in there. We know what we can produce. And today was one of those days where quite a lot went right.
Through the season and a half or so you've been here, you've been particularly dominant as an aerial presence, and we saw that in spades again today, both in kind of bringing down over-the-top options and helping to bring other players into play, and then both finishing moves as well.
Yeah, it's part and parcel of the game. When you're someone of my size and played as many games as I have, you do pick up stuff. You know what your strengths are. You know what you can do and what you can't do. And I'm just thankful for being at a club and a place and a team, being part of a team that play to my strengths. Be it I can play my part in that and bring I wouldn't say flair players, but you look at Ethan Taylor, Matty Burrows, Jordan Jadozzi, even Alfie Stanley. Like, they're quick, sharp. They're electric players. Where I've never been blessed with pace, and I've never tried to outrun anyone in my life. But I know what I'm good at. So I just need to maintain my standards, keep working at what I'm good at, and hopefully have many more days like I have today.
And the 40+ goals you've scored since you've joined the club, I think this is the first that you've managed to net from outside the area. Talk us through it.
Yeah, listen, they don't happen very often. I think someone come up to me the other day, a few weeks ago, and said I was on 249 competitive goals. And before that moment, I was 2 from outside the box. So today was the 3rd. So it is a rare occurrence. Don't get me wrong. It's just I can't reach from outside the box. So my legs don't last that long anymore. But no, that was a nice one. It was a nice one to obviously top the hat-trick off and yeah, like I say, top it off. The other 2 are just in and around headers, just doing what I kind of do. And I always say to my boys, obviously, when you're coaching the under-18s that I've got now, or even my boy that's under 12, goals are scored inside the box. Like, you've got to be switched on, you've got to be alive, and there's no such thing as a bad goal. And people might laugh at whatever, 30 yards, 40 yards, 25 yards, whatever it was. Like, for me, my last goal, as good as it was as good as my first one from 3 yards out, 4 yards out, wherever it was. They all count the same, because at the end of the day, they count for 1 goal. So that's what I've prided myself on, trying to stay alive in the right area, 6-yard box, 12 yards out, whatever it is, just be alive, because all you need is one person to switch off. So that's the thing that keeps me going. That's another thing, that one of my positives that I think is part of my game. But when they do come around like they did, and it ends up killing a few spiders in the top corner, it's very, very nice to end it.
What's the mood like in the changing room after a performance like that?
As you can imagine, like, brilliant. It is brilliant. We've had a couple of, I wouldn't say disappointing results. We're obviously disappointed with the FA Cup game, but we had chances. But we know what that meant for everyone involved with the football club, within the changing room, everything. It was a disappointing day, and to go straight into a local derby like we did at Sholing, and for me perform like we did, I thought we were very, very good that day, and all that was missing Tuesday night was a goal. So we know we can do that. We've done it before early on in the season. We put 5 past Hanwell. I think it was 6 at Winch. So we know we've got goals in there. It's just a matter of taking them chances when they come, and obviously when they do, it's like London buses, the old old saying. It's like, you get 1, you get 2, 3, 4. It's one of those things. So hopefully we can keep the momentum now as an attacking group, as a whole unit, as a team, really, and go into Wednesday night full of confidence.
You haven't necessarily had many dry spells in front of goal since you've been at the club, but obviously over the course of the career, you will have those patches where try as you might, things just don't seem to work. So when you've got a player like Ethan Taylor, who hadn't found the back of the net until today, what advice do you give them to tell them to kind of stick with it and trust trust that it'll come.
It happens. It happens. If you think you're going to score in every game or every other game, you're probably going to kill yourself. It's never going to be like that. You're going to go on rich runs of forms where you score 3 today, maybe 2 Wednesday, 1 Wednesday, whatever it is. You can go on a run of 4, 5, 6 games in a row where you score, but you can also do that without scoring. So it's about not getting too high, not too low. And for me, as long as you keep getting chances, that's the right thing. Because as a group, no matter who it is, if it's Eve, if it's myself, if it's Jordan today, whoever it is, if you end up not getting them chances, not being in the right areas, then there's an issue where I don't feel like we've ever done that. So it's not been any games that I've been here that I can remember off the top of my head that you think, Christ, we haven't created anything there, we haven't done anything. You're going to get games where it's a bit unfortunate, you bubbles here, bubbles there, whatever it was, or a bad finish. You just got to stay positive. Like we've got a good group. We know that. We've got a very positive group, very young. Take myself out of that, but like we've got a very young attacking group. So you're going to go up and down spells. It's just about not getting too high, not getting too low, and just keep doing the right things because they will change.
Lovely. See you Wednesday.
Thank you. See you later.